Welcome to this exciting journey of self-discovery, where we will delve into the depths of the human mind and explore the fascinating world of psychology. Today, we're going to uncover 11 interesting facts about human behavior that will give you a deeper understanding of yourself and the people around you. From the power of first impressions to the secrets of the placebo effect, these facts will change the way you perceive the world. So, sit back, relax, and let's begin. Fact 1. The power of first impressions. Our brains are wired to make judgments about people within seconds of meeting them. These judgments can shape our interactions and relationships with others in a significant way. Research has shown that first impressions are formed within milliseconds of meeting someone, and these impressions are based on a variety of factors such as appearance, body language, and even the way someone speaks. These first impressions can influence how we perceive someone's character, level of trustworthiness, and even their intelligence. So, the next time you meet someone new, remember that first impressions are powerful and can shape the interactions to come. Fact 2. The bystander effect. Have you ever found yourself in an emergency situation, and nobody stepped in to help? The bystander effect is a phenomenon where the presence of other people inhibits our ability to take action. The more people around, the less likely we are to help. This is because in the presence of others, we tend to rely on the actions of others to gauge the situation. However, there are ways to overcome this phenomenon. One way is to take personal responsibility and not rely on others to act, and another way is to make sure to clearly define the emergency situation and ask for help. Fact 3. The self-fulfilling prophecy. We've all heard the saying, expect the best, and you'll get the best. Well, it turns out, our expectations of others can shape their behavior. This is known as the self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a phenomenon where our expectations of someone can influence the way they behave, ultimately leading to those expectations coming true. For example, if we expect someone to be friendly and approachable, they are more likely to behave that way towards us. It's important to be aware of this phenomenon in various settings, as it can lead to positive or negative outcomes. In a work setting, for example, expecting a team member to perform well can lead to them living up to those expectations and ultimately, achieving success. On the other hand, having negative expectations can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy of failure. Fact 4. The sunk cost fallacy. Ever found yourself continuing to invest in a project, even though it's not working out? This is known as the sunk cost fallacy. Our tendency to justify past decisions can influence future decisions. This can be seen in situations where we have invested a lot of time, money or resources into something, and we continue to do so, even though it's not working out. But don't worry, there are ways to overcome this bias. One way is to evaluate the current situation objectively, and not let past investments cloud our judgment. Another way is to consider the opportunity cost, and weigh the potential benefits of continuing to invest in the project versus the benefits of cutting our losses. Fact 5. The false consensus effect. We all have a tendency to overestimate the agreement of others with our own opinions and beliefs. This is known as the false consensus effect. It's important to be aware of this phenomenon in various settings, as it can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. For example, in a group setting, assuming that everyone agrees with a particular decision can lead to frustration and disappointment when it turns out not everyone was on board. To overcome this bias, it's important to actively seek out and consider the perspectives of others, and to not make assumptions about their agreement with our own beliefs. Fact 6. The Dunning-Kruger effect. People with low ability in a certain domain overestimate their ability. This is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a phenomenon where individuals with limited knowledge or skill in a particular area overestimate their ability and competence in that area. This can lead to overconfidence and poor decision-making. It's important to be aware of this phenomenon in various settings, as it can lead to poor performance and mistakes. To overcome this effect, it's important to continually strive to improve knowledge and skills, and to seek out constructive feedback. Fact 7. The halo effect. Our impressions of others in one area can influence our impressions of them in other areas. This is known as the halo effect. It's a phenomenon where our overall impression of someone can influence our perception of their specific traits or abilities. It's important to be aware of this phenomenon in various settings, as it can lead to bias in judgment. To overcome this effect, it's important to evaluate individuals and their traits separately, and not let our overall impression influence our perception of specific abilities or traits. Fact 8. The framing effect. The way information is presented can influence our decision-making. This is known as the framing effect. The way in which information is presented to us, whether it be through words, images or statistics, can affect our perception and ultimately our decision. This can lead to bias in decision making, and it is important to be aware of the framing effect and to consider different perspectives. Fact 9. The just world bias. Our belief that the world is fair can lead to blaming victims for their misfortune. This is known as the just world bias. It's a phenomenon where we tend to believe that people get what they deserve, and that good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people. This can lead to blaming victims for their misfortune and not recognizing the influence of external factors. It's important to be aware of this bias in various settings, as it can lead to a lack of empathy and compassion for those who are struggling. To overcome this bias, it's important to recognize the complexity of life and to consider the external factors that may have contributed to someone's situation. Fact 10. The placebo effect. Our expectations can influence our perceptions and experiences of treatments. This is known as the placebo effect. The placebo effect is a phenomenon where a treatment that has no active ingredient, such as a sugar pill, can still produce a positive effect because the patient believes it to be effective. This can have implications in the medical field, and it is important to consider the placebo effect when evaluating treatment options. Fact 11. The Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. The Baader-Meinhof phenomenon is a phenomenon in which a person, after having learned or noticed something for the first time, encounters the same thing again very soon after. This can lead to the feeling that the thing has suddenly appeared everywhere. It is important to be aware of this phenomenon, as it can lead to a feeling of déjà vu or something uncanny. In conclusion, these 11 interesting facts about human behavior have given you a deeper understanding of yourself and the people around you. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these facts can help you navigate the world around you and shape your interactions with others. We hope you enjoyed this journey and that you take away valuable insights that you can apply in your daily life. From the power of first impressions to the secrets of the placebo effect, these facts can help you to understand the complexities of human behavior and allow you to navigate your interactions with others in a more effective way. In addition, these facts can also help you to understand your own behavior and how to overcome biases and fallacies that can hold you back in life. Remember to always strive to improve your knowledge and skills, and to not let past decisions cloud your judgment. By being aware of these facts, you can improve your decision making and ultimately, achieve success in all areas of your life. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery. We hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and informative videos on psychology and human behavior. Until next time, take care.